All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Today, we had a very, very nice trading day on Delta Airline and, of course, Tesla, always. And I want to actually do the recap on that. Trading wise, situation is pretty good. Um, Market gap down because of the I think the job numbers was the US has added the jobs, so that again talks about more rates, longer time, the higher rate for the longer time. So we traded Delta Airline, which was the earning, and essentially is the earnings season starts by Delta Airline. And we had a really nice trade also on the Tesla that I want to actually go talk about that. And the advanced strategy that we are using also got some TNA, which is a leverage product of the IWM for a bounce. So a little bit shares, 4,000 shares, and it's doing pretty well now. See how it goes for Monday. I think Monday probably, sorry, gapping up. So the biggest win was on Delta Airline. We had a massive run on Delta Airline, and it's very important for you to guys to remember how we actually did this advanced strategy trading on that. So Delta had the earning and gapped up significantly. So it was trading at around $61. And again, this is super important to understand. So it was trading around $61, gapped up for the earning and in the pre-market, while we had a very clear line for an all-time high at 67.49. So this was back in, I think, December 10th or something like that, that we had already an all-time high. So all-time high is a very, very important level, very important level. And when you're gapping up near all-time high, break of all-time high can be a very important level, that actually a very important strategy that you can take and heavy size on that, because it usually works really well if you can get a good entry. Okay, so Delta Airline had the earning was good, pop up near all-time high. Again, if I want to show you that, this is the weekly chart on Delta Airline. Obviously, the pandemic was really bad. And if you go back in time, it's just, yeah, I mean, just do I have monthly chart too? Yeah. So as you see, monthly chart back in 2008 went down and then up, as you see here, it's just super strong. Okay, but that is very important for us to what happened. So earning came at the open 6:30. It started going up, as you see, 6:30 all the way up to near the market. Usually things start picking up at around 8:30 in the morning, and again 67.49. This is the all-time high. Even in the pre-market, you saw that is actually rejecting very nicely. So even in the pre-market, you can see that level 67.49. So um, so what happened here was in the pre-market was really nice volume. I definitely had it on my chart, and as you see, opened right at the open just below the VWAP. And usually, when I want to go long, I try to go long when above the VWAP. So what we call is the claim of the VWAP. So if this line, volume weighted average, closes above the VWAP, could be a potential long on that. So obviously, volume came in, it was below the VWAP. I didn't want to go long. Here, as soon as it came above the VWAP, this area would have been an area that I wanted to go long. So I went long in there, and a stop loss would be somewhere around this area. So that could be, that's the type of stop losses that you want to. So this would be your risk. So I got an entry around 66. And then I added more because I thought that there is potential to go back around the 67.49. So as you see, this was my risk. And then this is the reward that, potentially we can get into that. If I want to zoom out a little bit here, so again, in the pre-market, we already rejected the 67.49. As soon as it came above the VWAP, again, the blue line is the volume weighted average price. Very important indicator. So, and we have the value here and as well. So what we saw here, and I went along here, popped up, and then, the first, we have also these mini levels in the pre-market as well. So, there's one mini level somewhere around here. As soon as it popped up, I started partialing, and then I noticed that actually 67.49 is all-time high. I added back into my position here, and then when the volume came in, as you see, we had a really massive pop above from 67 all the way up to $69. So that was a great move from $65 all the way to $69. And as you see here, with one really nice ad, I brought my average somewhere around here and I started partialing it very nice. And eventually at around 10 o'clock, I got out of it because I was, kind of lost. The market started selling off in that time, and mostly I was out. So the last piece I got out of it. So the strategy here is a 1 minute opening range breakup, or essentially it's more like a 5 minute opening range breakup, which is one of my really important levels strategies that we have. And as you see here, it could have been a very amazing, super nice 5 minute opening range breakout for the break of all-time high, because the all-time high is also a very, very important level. As I mentioned, I added more on that, and boom, we're up to $69. And we did this live in YouTube, so you can actually go back and watch this live on YouTube, and I called it and all the analysis and everything. So for today, you can actually go see that. And if you want, you can come every morning and you can actually see me how I traded live. Tesla, the open was also another trade that I did I got stopped at one time. So I went short Tesla for an opening range breakdown, for 1 minute opening range breakdown. And again, the trade is live. Tesla was gapping down in that time around 2%. As soon as I went short, it came back up and I got a squeeze. So this was my stop loss. So I got stopped out. When I did a double top and then it came down, I went back short, and for a very nice drop from $392 all the way up to, we went to $384. So this was another really nice short that we did on that. This week with the heavy volume was actually in the block trade happening at 377. So it didn't really push down and go up. So it was just a one block trade. So that's why, you see this huge wick, but it's not really a, it's not a really open candle. It wasn't an open candle going down with volume and then coming back, becoming a doji. It became a doji because there was just one block trade happening at 377. We saw it all live in chat. So yeah, so that was a really nice trade that we did on Tesla, and essentially these were the only ones that was worth really going over. And market overall, when we see volatility in the market is amazing. SPY lost all of the post, but it would be really nice to see how the market is gonna go do. I'm personally thinking that the market is a little bit oversold, so that's why I bought some TNA. So it looks like TNA might actually pop up in the Monday. As a matter of fact, I might actually add some TNA in my position. So I already have 4,000 shares. Maybe add another 2,000, see how it goes. Yeah, so I have now 6,000 shares of TNA. I'll see how it goes. If it bounces back to 220, that would be very nice. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask here. I'll personally answer the questions. And, I appreciate if you like and subscribe to our channel. So I like the channel to grow slowly. And if you have any question, any comment and a suggestion about how to have these recaps better, please let me know. Thanks and have a good weekend.